Hey there, this is Neil Napier. I would like to welcome you to the second case study video. Now, this case study video is more focused on the results itself than just an increase in conversions. So we actually talk about how this one company was able to add another $20 million to their bottom line by using a technique that I'm going to talk about today. If you are looking for the first case study, it should be just above this video. So check it out as well if you haven't seen it just as yet. Now, before we do get into it though, I want to welcome you and invite you to a very cool training and demo webinar that I'll be doing on 8th of July at 10 a.m. Eastern. On this call itself, I'll be talking about how you can use surveys to engage audience, close more leads, and sell every time you want. So every time you want to close clients, when you close leads, it's really easy to do it with a method that I'll be talking about today. So this company is called sunshine.co.uk. They implemented surveys in their system and they were able to add another $40 million, 40 million pounds and $20 million rather to their bottom line just by using the three-step technique that I mentioned in case study video 1. Now, before I get into it and before I show you exactly what they did, a question that I get asked all the time and I want to answer it right now: is it replicable? Yes, it is. Now, I don't know if you can make $20 million by implementing this technique, but if you're able to implement the steps I'm about to cover and add another $100, $1,000, or $10,000 to your bottom line, I'll be happy with the results, and I'm sure you'll be too. So listen very, very carefully and take some notes along as you go through this case study. So what sunshine.co.uk did, and just to give you some background, they sell a lot of vacations in the UK. They sell a lot of national and overseas holidays. And what they did was they decided that they wanted to improve their results. They wanted to make more sales from the same amount of traffic. So they were already driving tons of traffic via multiple methods. That's including SEO, paid ads and everything like that, but they wanted to get better results. So what they decided to do was they decided to survey their prospects and convert them into customers. They even surveyed their customers to find out exactly what people are looking for. Now, if you know anything about the traditional survey applications, you know some things that are too expensive. I mean, SurveyMonkey I think costs close to $400 or $500 a year. If you go for the best application possible, and it's just too cumbersome. It doesn't allow you to do exactly what you want to do. Regardless, they use one of these proprietary applications, I believe, and they created a survey with it, and they gave their customers incentive, they gave their prospects incentive to fill it out. So a simple incentive to say, hey, you can get some discount if you fill this 2-minute survey for us, gets a lot of people excited. Now here's the thing: when you fill a survey, you engage with a brand. You commit to something. You're not committing to buying something, but you're committing to questions that they're asking you. Let me give you an example. If I asked you a simple question: how much money do you make every year? You'll give me an answer from $0 to $50,000, from $50,000 to $100,000, from $100,000 to $200,000. Now, the next question would be based on your answer, or I could even ask you a next question: what would you like to buy a new car? You would say yes or no, correct? Now, on the final page, when all the survey questions are done, I could offer you a suggestion for a car. I could say, hey, you could buy this really nice Volkswagen. Now, I know that you're making $50,000 a year, and this Volkswagen is only $10,000. It's really within your budget, and it shouldn't be a problem at all. Now, of course, if I was pitching you a Mercedes, that might be outside your budget, but a VW might be okay. So it makes a big, big difference if you get people to fill in a survey. And when they do, when you ask them the right questions, you get them engaged, you get them committed. And a lot of other marketers like Franken and Andrew Chaperon have called this micro commitments. I'll talk about that more on the call on the 10th, on the 8th rather. Now, the third thing that they did was they had a strong follow-up email. So as soon as someone opts into the email list, you send them an email, give them some benefits, give them some value, and you pitch something, you sell something. And hey, don't be afraid of selling something. At the end of the day, you and I are both marketers, and you shouldn't be afraid of selling something, because that's what people actually want. They want to buy something. The next thing they did was they actually worked on the analytics. So they look at the results and they said, okay, here's what we can do. Let's improve the results by changing this, or by offering, this vacation instead of that vacation. And the last one was offering clarity, and that's the most important thing. All said and done, you want to improve your processes for future. So that's what Sunshine did as well. Once they found out that most of their customers wanted a particular destination that wasn't yet availed to them by Sunshine, they went out there, they made a special deal, and they got it for all their customers. So again, just by doing that, they were able to add a lot more value for these customers. Now, let's look at your context. Let's look at if you're selling t-shirts, digital products, physical products, offline services. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is you're selling, you can use the power of surveys to close clients, close people the way you want. So again, I'm just going to pick an example, say, of physical products. So talk about vitamin bottles, right? Those little bottles where you can sell vitamin liquid, which again a lot of people use because it's healthy, it's good for them. They don't get their normal dosage through food, so they buy that. Now, if you've never sold that before, or even if you have, what's the best way to understand exactly what your market wants? The best way is to survey them. The best way is to ask them, hey, do you like the brand that you are currently offering? Do you use any other brand, for example? Or would you be willing to pay another $50 for a much more stable solution? Anything like that, okay? It just depends on what it is you're trying to sell. And give them an incentive to fill out the form. Just tell them that, hey, we want to, it's only going to take 30 seconds of your time. And once you fill it in, we're going to give you a 20% discount on your next purchase, or we're going to give you a 50% discount, or we're going to give you a free sample of our best-selling vitamin solutions. The third thing is a strong follow-up email. So it doesn't take too much. Once they've given you their email address, and trust me, once they've gone through the survey, they will. Then you email them very quickly. You thank them for filling in the survey. You remind them why they filled the survey in the first place. Give them that extra value, and also pitch a product at the same time if you can. So give them a free sample of that vitamin solution, and just also drop in another discount coupon and say, if you want to buy it like within the next 7 days, we'll give you an exclusive 25% discount. Right? That's better than paying 100%. So they get the sample, they try it out, they say we like it, and they get the actual bottle at 25% discount. The last two things, working on analytics and offering clarity. So once you've interviewed enough people, once you've surveyed enough people, you'll know exactly what they're after. You can even ask them what else would they like to have. You can even ask them, how can you make your services better for them? And remember, you can have different kind of service for different kind of people. Those are prospects, those are customers, completely up to you. And once you have that clarity about exactly what your customers are after, you can offer that clarity to them as well. And it goes a really, really long way to give them that understanding that you understand them, that what they're going through makes sense to you. Now, again, I might have made this really, really simple, but that's only because it is. You don't need to overthink this. Surveys have been used for a long, long time. All you need to do is give some value, understand what people want, and show them something that they'd be willing to pay. For example, if you were to do a survey for t-shirts, and let's say the World Cup's going on right now, if you were to do a survey and say, what's your favorite team? And people would say USA, Brazil, Germany, Netherlands, and they'll say USA. Who's your favorite player? You'll say, is it Howard? Is it Messi? Is it Robin Van Persie? All these names, right? So at the end of it, based on their responses, you can sell them an exact t-shirt for, let's say, Tim Howard or Messi or Robin Van Persie, whoever you want. That's how powerful surveys can be. So if you're ready, what I want you to do is opt in into the box below, and I think you would have already gotten an email about the webinar. But on July 8th at 10 a.m. Eastern, I'm going to go through this in much, much more detail. I'm going to show you practical examples. I'm going to show you case studies, and I'm going to show you the most powerful and proven mobile Facebook-friendly survey creation tool, which basically kicks all the other tools out there out of the park. So join us for a live demo and case study, and we'll show you how one survey gave 200% increase in conversions, and how selling it as a service to local clients is something that you can do just by sending a simple email. So join us, sign up below, and I'm really excited to see you on the call. Bye.